In this video, I'm going to compare Hostpapa to Godaddy. So both of these platforms are web hosting companies and domain companies. Godaddy is more targeted for domains. And what I want to tell you up front, I'm not paid by Hostpapa. I'm also not paid by Godaddy. This is just my honest opinion. So let's start here. So 40% of all the websites out there right now are made with WordPress. So chances are high that you want to create your website with WordPress as well. So let's assume that. So when we go to the Hostpapa website, we can go to hosting here, and you can see they have different categories of web hosting. So they have normal web hosting, WordPress hosting, which is nearly the same, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and other hosting things. So we're not going to dive deep into these two because they are not relevant for this video. Chances are high, again, that you want to create a WordPress website. So let's go to WordPress hosting. On GoDaddy, we can do the same. Here I am on the GoDaddy website. Then go to websites and stores and go to all hosting options just to show you all the hosting plans they have. Web hosting, WordPress e-commerce hosting. So the WordPress e-commerce hosting is nearly the same as the WordPress hosting plan, only you get more plugins and it's more targeted for WooCommerce and a bit more with dropshipping and e-commerce and selling online. Then we have these three, but we are going to ignore these three, especially these two, because they are mainly for bigger projects and that's not really relevant for this video. So let's go to WordPress hosting as well on GoDaddy. Here on GoDaddy we can see we have 4 plans available: a basic plan, deluxe, ultimate and e-commerce plan. So if we go, if you're just starting out, you want to create a website with the basic plan, it's going to cost you around $5 a month. So as you can see, for me it's €3.50, but it's around $5. This includes an SSL certificate for free, so that's nice. Not all of the hosting websites provide that. A domain, which is also a very nice because Hostpapa, I believe, does not include a domain. You get a business email, 30 gigabytes of storage, and it's ideal for up to 20k monthly visitors. That's what they claim, but this can be a little bit more. I've had a website with the basic plan with 50k monthly visitors and it was no problem. But if you do get a lot of visitors, then you should try another plan because it can lag and the website can't run smoothly then. So now let's go to Hostpapa again. Here you can see we have 3 plans available for Hostpapa, and the cheapest one is $4 a month, which is just a little bit more expensive. Well, actually, it's quite the same. This one is expensive in dollars. This is around 5, so this is 4K. Hostpapa is cheaper. But for this, we get 2 websites. So this basically means we have a hosting plan where we can host 2 websites on with 2 different domains. And GoDaddy doesn't give you 2 domains available for one hosting. So you get a free domain registration, you only get 100 gigabytes of SSD storage, which is way more than the one on GoDaddy, which is very nice for Hostpapa. You can use that for more product pictures. If you have a dropshipping store, you want to add a lot of products. If you have a general store, for example, then the 100 gigabytes of SSD storage on Hostpapa is very nice. So 100 email accounts and the rest is very similar. What I want to tell you right now, the hosting on Hostpapa is much faster and the quality is higher than the GoDaddy hosting. The reason is it's faster, it has more servers around the world, and it has more uptime. So if you don't know what uptime and downtime is, uptime basically is that your website is running like normal. People can visit the website, they can read your blogs, for example, they can order stuff, and that's uptime. If you are in downtime, that's your website, then people can't access the website due to technical or mechanical issues on the hosting provider, on the servers, I'm sorry. And Hostpapa doesn't really have a lot of downtime. They don't really have a lot of mechanical or technical issues, which means it's great for building an e-commerce store or a blogging website when your website has to be up like nearly 100% of the time. However, on GoDaddy it isn't the case. The hosting of GoDaddy is not as good as the Hostpapa hosting because it has more downtime and it's a little bit slower. It's also a little bit more expensive, so I wouldn't recommend you to go for GoDaddy if you want the cheapest plan. Instead, go for the Hostpapa cheapest plan. You can even create 2 websites, which means if you don't think the first website you created was a success, you can create a new one without paying a new hosting, which is very nice. Also, the customer service on Hostpapa is creme de la creme of all the hosting providers. Almost no hosting company offers a customer service that is this good. You can chat with them via live chat, via email, phone number, and together with SiteGround hosting, that's not in this video, it's the best customer service of all the web hosting companies by far. However, GoDaddy, yeah, the customer service is very bad. You can go check the Trustpilot reviews, and the customer service is really bad. But now we're going to dive into the domains, which one is better, which one is cheaper, because domains are technically the same. There's not like, yeah, this domain has higher quality if it's the same domain, and for hosting that is the case. So let's go to the Hostpapa homepage and go to domains. Then I'm going to type in a domain name, howtotest2.com, and we are going to do the same on GoDaddy and compare which one is the cheapest. So here you can see on Hostpapa you can get a domain for 1 year, $11 or $12 actually. Protection, we're going to remove this, we don't need that. And this is the price. The price for now on Hostpapa is $12. So remember that. We now head to GoDaddy, domain names, search for a domain name, howtotest2.com. There we go. .com. Where is it? Oh, it's just this one. Okay. Continue to cart. We don't want this, and then continue. And now we're going to compare these 2 prices. So for 1 year, as you can see here with loading, $10.14. So this is in euros, as you can see. So I said dollars, I meant euros. And this is $12, which means it is nearly the same. So if you want to go for the cheapest out there, it doesn't matter if you choose Hostpapa or GoDaddy, it's basically the same. However, if you buy, I do recommend you to buy hosting on Hostpapa, and it's easier, especially if you're not very tech savvy, to buy your domain name on the same platform. So that's great of Hostpapa. You can buy your domain name on the platform itself and the hosting, and it's very easy to connect. So that's what I recommend you. So now go to the payment methods. You can see the payment methods here for most of Europe and United States, all the credit cards and PayPal. So that's, yeah, you probably don't need more. You're probably going to pay with your credit card or PayPal anyway. On GoDaddy, we can search for United States again. It is the same. So payment method wise, it's basically the same thing. What I would recommend you, just to summarize, I would recommend Hostpapa, especially if you want to create a store or a website that need a lot of uptime. You can buy a domain on Hostpapa as well. It's just as expensive as GoDaddy. I don't really like GoDaddy because the customer service is not that good, and also you pay a little bit more, but you don't get the results for that because you pay more. So that's why I would recommend you Hostpapa. If this video helped you out, please leave a like, please subscribe, and see you next time. Have a good day.